Inland Sports.
And now join us here on the Inland Sports Show. In fact, they just won a Sun Belt League title, but this guy's got really big goals this season. It's Coby Merrill from your JW North wrestling team. And Coby, first off, I guess just because it's timely, you guys just won the league title, the Sun Belt League, going on the road and beating a very good Liberty team. I would assume that's kind of the first step, right? In the first of several goals, several milestones you'd want to hit on the season. Is that safe to say?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think it was a great goal for us to have this year, for us, losing a lot of duels last year. This year we won, a good amount. We've ended our team things this year as being league champs, winning this last tournament, a duel yesterday. And then also now this weekend we qualified ourselves for CIF team duels. And yeah, that's the last bit of a goal before the postseason to, do well in that as our team. I think we had to have a good run in it this weekend, Yeah,
I was gonna say the duels, they start on Saturday, don't they?
Yeah. We start on Saturday. It's a single elimination, so we got 4 duels over there. We do well in that. We qualify for, I think, Thursday next week. We do well in that, and, we're CIF dual team champs, and that's history in the making,
That's awesome. Coach Kistler's one of my favorite guys. He's such
awesome.
he's a legend. The Kistler family, obviously legendary here in the city of Riverside. Coby, for you, when you look back at the last 2 years, getting to that state championship match, does that fuel you going, in this season? Like, man, I've been on the doorstep. Like, I need to break through. And I know you're a junior now, and we're going to talk about being a heavyweight, but in a different weight division. But do you feel like, man, I feel like this is my year now?
Yeah, for sure. I think this year is it. I think the last couple of years, I had injuries between shoulders, last year's knees. Injuries plagued me through showing guys what my true ability in wrestling is, that finals match. And this year, as long as trying to stay healthy, injury free, and I think this year is the one for sure.
That's a great point. I was going to ask you, so much of, wrestling is at this point of the year, like when you go into the month of February, how are you feeling? Are you feeling healthy? Are you feeling strong? So it sounds like, compared to the last couple of years, you're feeling great, huh? Yeah,
I'm feeling great. This postseason for sure, the goal is to stay healthy, heavyweight now. I'm stronger now, I'm feeling good. This time of year, almost everyone's banged up. Everyone had competition throughout this whole season. So the goal is, who's less banged up, who's the most ready to put it all on the line, who's tuning it up every day at practice, to put it on the line and show your best ability at the final stage at state, All
right, so Coby, correct me if I'm wrong, but freshman year, 195, last year 215.
Yes.
Now you're up at the heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Was that in the back of your mind? Was that the natural progression? Did you figure by the time you were a junior you'd be at the heavyweight division?
To be honest, no, not really. I play it by year. I always, I just work out, I wrestle and everything, and whatever weight lands is whatever lands, and really the biggest thing is people don't really want to cut weight, and I don't want to cut weight as much as you want to focus on wrestling. You don't want to worry about cutting like 5 pounds the day of wins or the day before. You want to eat. I get to eat all the time now. No really full diet, just feel good. That's so far the heavyweight transition. That's what I've been doing, and so far it's been a good transition.
Coby, that's a natural transition to my next question. Being a heavyweight, I'm sure you probably have like a target weight where you want to be wrestling at, but as opposed to some of the other weight divisions, do you have the liberty to eat whatever you want, or maybe get that second plate at dinner time or anything like that? Because
oh yeah, for sure. Eating is like, I eat. I still have a good diet. I try to, put good stuff in me. But yeah, I could get a second plate if I want to. This last weekend, of course, I had a buffet of just steaks and everything. So I get to eat whatever I want. I get to feel good as long as I eat whatever I want. But as long as you feel good wrestling, then it's good. You're putting on quality size. You're getting stronger in the weight room. You're still moving as good in the wrestling. You can't say no to that.
I'm sure your teammates are jealous.
Oh yeah, some of them are. Some are cutting hard, and I'm not though. So I tell them I used it and everything, but they don't think I understand. So I understand your position and everything, but it's little sacrifices,
Okay, Coby, your brother Cody was a CIF state champion at the heavyweight division. Did he give you any advice like, hey, you're so close, if you just do this or you do that? What kind of, did he share maybe his experience or maybe something that he did that you can draw from to, give yourself a better chance of going all the way to that first place finish at state?
No, nothing really too far much. I mean, we went to different high schools and everything, so we don't really have like we don't really talk too much and everything. But I mean, I think that he went up to heavyweight. I think he was decently sized heavyweight, but I think this year actually I put on a better a better size than my brother did last year at heavyweight. At state.
So, Coby, you talked about this time of the year, just being healthy, just feeling good going into, the big tournaments, the postseason, I would call it. Do you feel like maybe you're wrestling your best right now, like compared to maybe where the season started?
Yeah, I really do think I'm wrestling my best. Every practice, I'm getting better. I'm training all the time, how many days a week. I'm working out how many days a week, and every practice, the goal is to get, 1% better. So even since the beginning of the season, every day I've been trying to get better at one move, it could be perfecting my high crotch takedown or something, or snap down, go behind. And I think, a couple months into it from, season started in September, October or something, and all the way to now, we're almost in February. I think I got a little bit better since then,
All right, Coby, full disclosure, as we do this interview, so everyone knows, Coby was like, hey, can we do it? When we record this interview, can we do it a little bit later? Because I got to make sure I get my homework done and get all my classwork done. How important is it that you're getting the job done in the classroom as well as the wrestling mat?
Oh, so much important. I think that a lot of people forget the life of not just an athlete, but you're considered a student athlete. You go to college, you're going to be a student athlete. You worry about the classroom. You worry about the wrestling. I think to excel in the wrestling room, you got to excel in the classroom too. To be a smart, person in the classroom, it translates really well in the athletic side. And if I get my options open to it, if I do want to attend an academic college, then boom, I'm ready to go there too. So it's balancing that homework. You're studying for a test. I have a history test tomorrow. You study for that, and at the same time, you got to get trained and be ready to put it on the line this weekend at the duel. So it's both,
Mm-hmm. Well, Coby, it sure sounds like you've got a big future in the sport of wrestling beyond high school. But if you weren't wrestling, what would you be doing? I mean, I don't know how your grades are. I assume they're pretty good. What would you want to do, or what would you want to study?
I guess I would say actually is I'm leaning toward like the medical field. Since I had injuries myself, I'm thinking about after the career is all said and done and over, being a doctor would be pretty cool. And then the orthopedic side, since I had knee surgeries and anything, would love to fix anybody had knee problems like me that's not able to walk for a while, all that stuff. So that sounds like a great idea for now. So I'm leaning toward that, but that would be, I guess, your answer to what would I be if I'm not a wrestler right now.
But the more immediate goal, I would assume, is, post high school is you're going to wrestle Division I somewhere. I mean, I'm sure you're probably already talking to schools or have offers or whatnot, but is there a dream school out there, or just maybe certain criteria like, I'd like to stay on the West Coast, or, I want to wrestle in the Big Ten, or, is there anything like that you could share?
I think the dream school of a plan I would want to go to is like, a place that, that I have a good support coaching system, kind of like what I have at JW, and I have Coach Kisser that's like supports me. He believes the same goals I believe in, and also having great workout partners. I have, Coach Kisser and all the other assistant coaches. When I go to next school, I want to make sure I have, good partners near my weight and everything, and then also, a great college that's, really interests me and it has the major I want. And, little stuff, I guess, there's little stuff as in like, okay, if it's close to home, that'd be awesome, or, if it's a great college team, that'd be awesome too. So little stuff that will, make the difference,
All right, Coby, final question. And all you got to do is finish this sentence, fill in the blank for me. In order to win a CIF state championship, I need to blank.
I need to be healthy. That's number one, I'd say. And then I just got to put it all on the line, and all the stuff I trained for, just put it online and, show everyone that my wrestling skills, I think, and it'll show. I let actions speak more than words,
Well, Coby, man, it's been an awesome season for you already. I think your coach was telling me, I think you're number one in your weight class in the state, and I think in the nation too. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so obviously, man, you're already having a ton of success, but I know for you, you want to come home with that CIF state title at the end of the season.
That'd be awesome.
Guys, that is Coby Merrill from the JW North Wrestling team here on the Inland Sports Show. Coby, thank you so much for the time, and best of luck the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Fernandez. Thank you for having me on. Inland Sports.